What's going on, guys? My name's Chris. You're watching Raising the Bar, and today we're going to be talking about how to build a workout plan. Now, when it comes to building a workout plan, there are some basic fundamentals. We want to incorporate the compound lifts, the squat, the bench, the dead, and the bent over row, maybe an overhead press if you're feeling up for it. But when it comes to building the workout plans, what we want to do is ensure that we're targeting our entire body, giving ourselves a little bit of time to rest, and making sure that we're giving maximum effort every time that we go into the gym. So let's dive into what the schedule portion is going to look like here. Now again, there's multiple ways to go about structuring a workout plan. You could do push-pull legs, you could do a bro split like this. There's a lot of different options. I find that this works the best for me, as well as my clients. And the reason I say that is because it's not super taxing, it gives you time to recover, and it's really good for a natural athlete to be able to grow their body and progressively overload over time. So that way you can ensure you're fully recovered by the time you hit that body part again. Let's talk about the schedule and what that's gonna look like. So I'm gonna step back for a moment. So we're gonna kick it off with Sunday by chest, calves, and abs. Then on Monday, we're gonna go to back and abs. Tuesday, we're gonna have an off day. And if you're incorporating cardio into your plan, you're also gonna do cardio on this day. Wednesday, we've got arms. Thursday, we have shoulders, calves, and abs. Friday is another off day, and cardio if you're including that in your program. And Saturday is gonna be legs and abs. Couple things to this. I recommend 2 rest days per week. The actual day and body part that you associate doesn't particularly matter. So if you want to switch this around, feel free to. This is what I do. This is what I recommend my clients. So I would recommend that you structure yours the same way. But if it doesn't work for you and you have to rearrange it, no problem at all. Just make sure you've got those 2 off days included and make sure that you're hitting every body part. The other thing that I want to talk about is in terms of the cardio portion. So let's talk cardio. Cardio is going to be done every day if you're trying to lose weight. Now, when do you do that? You do it at one of 2 different times. I would recommend doing it in the morning, fasted, before you've eaten anything. Studies have shown that that does improve the rate of fat mobilization in the body. It also is a great way to start your day. It's going to wake you up. It's going to make you feel good, get those endorphins going first thing in the morning. But if you can't do that due to your schedule, do it after your training. So those are the tips that I have there in terms of the cardio piece. This is what the schedule is going to look like. Now let's dive into our chest day and figure out what that's going to look like from a workout perspective. So what I like to do on chest day is kick it off with incline barbell press. It's up to you. You could do this in a Smith machine if you don't have a spotter or you don't feel comfortable, or you could do it just as is with the barbell. It's entirely up to you, but what we're going to start with is 4 sets, 4 to 8 reps with 3 minutes rest per set. We want to lift heavy here, we want to tax the body, and we want to give ourselves time to rest between sets on these heavy compound movements because it's going to ensure you're going to be able to move the most weight possible, and that's our goal here. So now that we've completed the incline barbell press, we're going to switch over to the dumbbells. Same movement, just with dumbbells. Same rep scheme, more or less. We're looking at 4 sets, 6 to 8 reps here, except the rest time is cut into a third at 1 minute. We want to cut the rest period down here because we've already taxed ourselves, focusing on the strength portion. Now we want to focus a little bit more on tearing that muscle down repeatedly throughout the workout. Also get a nice pump going too, which always feels nice. Then we're going to switch over to flat dumbbell press. You're looking at 4 sets here again, 6 to 8 reps with 1 minute rest. And then finally, we're going to cap it off with cable or machine flies. You can do the pec deck for this. You could even do dumbbells if you'd like. You're looking at 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 1 minute rest between sets. Now, as far as a warm-up goes, I do recommend that you do warm up. If you're starting off with the barbell or the dumbbells, do a lightweight, 20, 30 reps. Really warm up those shoulder joints, warm that chest up. Make sure that your body's primed and ready for when you lift that heavy weight. Now we're going to dive into the calves. We're going to hit the calves a couple times a week. We're going to hit them high reps for the most part. We're going to do it two times a week to ensure that we're constantly stimulating them. What that's going to look like is a standing calf raise. There's machines that do this. You can hold dumbbells and stand on top of a 45-pound plate and do raises that way. There's a lot of ways to do it. If you have the machine, go that direction. 2 sets, 15 reps, 1 minute rest. Then we're going to transition over to seated calf raises or donkey calf raises. Same thing here, 2 sets, 15 reps, 1 minute rest. Now for the abs, the abdominals, we're going to focus on the lower abs, the upper abs, and the obliques. We're looking at leg raises or leg lifts. You can do this in the chair. You can do it lying down, you can do it hanging. It's up to you, wherever your level of fitness is, whatever you feel comfortable with. But you're looking at 2 sets, 25 to 50 reps per set. If you can't get 25 to 50 reps, that's all right, but you still want to hit that number. So if you have to pause, you have to take a break, do whatever you have to do, but make sure you get those reps in. So instead of 2 sets, it might take you 4 or 5 sets. But as long as you hit the number, you'll steadily progress over time. It'll become easier and easier for you to accomplish each and every repetition. Crunches, pretty basic stuff. 2 sets, again, 25 to 50 reps. And then the last thing is side crunches. 2 sets, 10 to 20 reps per side. You're going to see this pop up again, this ab workout. Very basic. We don't have to go super overboard because your core and your abdominal muscles are trained throughout all of the exercises you do for the most part. And we don't want to really build up our abdominals too much. Now, having that nice blocky look looks good, but ultimately we want that nice, lean, aesthetic look. So just hitting them a few times per week is going to be adequate for that, all in conjunction with your existing workout routine. Let's dive into back. Now, back, we're going to kick things off with either lat pull downs or pull ups. The motion is very similar. I would go with the pull ups if you can. If your gym has an assisted pull up machine, that's a great way to start. You can also do it at home with an iron gym, putting your foot on a chair, or even some of the resistance bands wrapped around the pull up bar can give you that additional level of support until you can sustain pull ups utilizing your own body weight. 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 1 minute rest here. Once we conclude that, we're going to go over to bent over barbell rows. Overhand grip on these. Make sure your elbows are nice and tucked in and tight, and you lock that form down. There's plenty of videos. I'm going to come out with a whole series on form and proper practice when it comes to these exercises, but feel free to jump online. There's plenty of people that have shown how to do this properly. 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 3 minutes rest here. Just like in the previous slide with that incline barbell press, we're doing 3 minutes rest to ensure that we have adequate recovery time in between sets, mitigate that lactic acid buildup, and ensure that we can push as much weight as possible without sacrificing form. Then we're going to transition over to 1-arm dumbbell rows. I like to do these. I rotate. Sometimes I'll do it with 1 knee on the bench. Sometimes I'll bend the bench up to about a 45-degree angle, and I'll put my hand on the back of the bench and row that way. Or you can be that guy that does the dumbbell rows right in the actual dumbbell rack. It's entirely up to you. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 1 minute rest. Next thing, we're going to do some more rows. We're looking at machine rows, utilizing a hammer strength machine or a lifestyle fitness machine. Cybex has one, Proctor has one, but machine rows or cable rows. And when you do cable rows, I would recommend you do the close grip cable rows. And we're looking at 3 sets, 4 to 8 reps here. We want to keep that weight high during these rows and focus on that contraction of your back to make sure that we can grow that back and really dial in the actual form and presentation. Now we're going to hit the lower back. You have 2 options here. You can do hyperextensions, 2 sets, 15 to 20 reps. Obviously, you're probably going to want to hold weight for this, maybe a 25-pound plate, work your way up to a 45-pound plate. Kettlebells are a great option. Or you could just do deadlifts. They're interchangeable. You can swap them out for one another. So if you do deadlifts, 3 sets, 4 to 8 reps, 3 minutes rest per set. Hyperextensions, again, 2 sets, 15 to 20 reps. It's up to you what you'd like to do. Obviously, deadlifts being one of the big compound movements, I would recommend that. But sometimes when you go in there, maybe you don't have the energy, maybe your lower back hurts, whatever it happens to be, this is a great way to work around that. So you have some flexibility and versatility there. After we complete our back workout, again, we're going to work out our abs again. Same as before, I'm not going to rehash it. You've got your leg raises, your crunches, and side crunches. Bang through those. That shouldn't take you any time at all, and you'll be good to go on your back. Next thing is our arm day. Arm day, we're going to be isolating the biceps, the triceps, and the forearms into 3 segments. It's up to you which one you want to start with. I would not start with forearms, but if you want to start with triceps, instead of biceps or vice versa, it's entirely up to you. If we start with biceps, we're looking at a single arm cable or dumbbell curl, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 1 minute rest. Then we're going to transition into hammer curls. Single arm dumbbell hammer curls. I'll typically do this on a bench at 90 degrees, so that way I have no room to cheat. Again, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 1 minute rest. After that, we're going to transition over to single arm dumbbell preacher curls. So again, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 1 minute rest. Pretty basic stuff here. Just make sure you're going as heavy as possible and find a working weight that works for you to hit that rep range throughout all 3 sets of the movement. Now we're going to transition over to triceps. For triceps, we're looking at close grip barbell or Smith machine bench. I recommend this exercise because it's a major mass builder, hits your chest a little bit, and it's one of those good ego lifts, makes you feel good, move a lot of weight, right? 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 3-minute rest between sets. We want to go as heavy as possible here, guys, and really push the weight, flex those triceps at the top, keep those elbows tucked, and really get a nice contraction out of the movement. From there, we're going to move into one-arm push-downs. Typically, I'll do this with a rope. Tie the rope in a knot, pull it down. You can do it with a grip. It's entirely up to you. I like to do this in the cable machine. 3 sets, 10 reps, 1-minute rest. After that, we're gonna do one-arm reverse grip cable pull downs. So use the traditional grip, grip it underhand and pull it down towards your body for the underhand reverse grip pull down. 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 1-minute rest. From there, we're going to transition over to one-arm overhead cable extensions. You can also do this with a dumbbell. It's entirely up to you, whatever's available. But we're looking at 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps here. Really focus on squeezing that tricep, drawing the blood in there, and tearing that muscle down. We're going to finish it off with dumbbell or cable kickbacks. 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. A little trick for this, if you do it in the cable machine, get on the part where you would do a cable row, that bench, and grip the actual cable itself. Put your knee on the bench, kick it back. Do it that way, you'll get a great contraction, you'll be able to support your body with your knee. Great way to accomplish that movement. Another way to do the kickbacks is to utilize 2 ropes, hook them onto 1 pulley, lean forward, and then do your kickbacks that way with a nice wide grip with those ropes. The forearm workout, you're looking at dumbbell reverse wrist curls, pretty simple stuff. A lot of times I'll bend my hands over a bench and do my hands off of a bench to do these, but you can also do them, just standing up. It's entirely up to you. 2 sets, 15 reps, 1-minute rest. Same thing with the wrist curls. There's just 2 different motions here. One's going upwards, one's going downwards. Okay, so pretty straightforward stuff. Again, 2 sets, 15 reps with 1 minute of rest. Now we're gonna go into our shoulders. Shoulders is my favorite by far. I always get jazzed up on shoulder day. For shoulders, we're looking at machine press or dumbbell press. I'm a big fan of the hammer strength machine press. If your gym has one of those, I'd highly recommend it. But you could always do dumbbell press. You could do seated military press, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I would advise the dumbbells and the machine press. I think it isolates the most and gives you a great contraction. 4 sets, 4 to 10 reps, 3 minutes rest. Again here, guys, starting off with the heavy movements, really drawing the blood into the muscle, make sure we're tearing it down, utilizing that heavy weight. Next thing is machine lateral raises. This is one of my favorite machines in any gym. If you make sure that that seat is adjusted properly, you're not too high up, so the motion's super simple. Make sure that you're challenging yourself and adjusting that seat according to the chart on the machine. 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 1 minute rest. And then from there, we're gonna go right into dumbbell or cable front raises. 3 sets, 10 reps, 1 minute rest. And then what we're gonna do is knock out those rear delts through reverse pec deck flies. You could also do bent over dumbbell flies. But I think really to focus on that movement, make sure that you've got nothing else included. Go with the reverse pec deck flies, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, 1 minute rest. Last thing we got here is we're gonna hit those shrugs. Make sure we hit those traps. You could throw these shrugs onto your back day if you'd like. I like doing it on shoulder day though. Dumbbell or barbell shrugs, really heavy here, guys. Squeezing at the top. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 1 minute rest between sets. All right, now that we banged that out, we gotta go down to our calves. For our calf workout, it's the same as before, the standing calf raises, the seated calf raises, and the abs. I'm not even gonna go down that again, guys. You already know what it looks like. Now we've got our legs. Everybody's favorite body part to work, right? Kind of given here, real basic in terms of the leg workout, guys. Kick it off with squats. Old Faithful, you can't go wrong. Time tested is gonna help build those legs and build that overall strength. 5 sets, 4 to 12 reps, 3 minutes of rest. Go heavy here, guys. Get a belt if you need it. Make sure you're going as heavy as possible, driving that weight, keeping that range of motion fluid going all the way down and powering out to make sure you're getting the most power out of your legs. Then we're going to transition over to leg press. Leg press, 3 sets, 10 reps, 1 minute rest per piece. Again, make sure you're going heavy. And then we're going to do some ancillary work with leg extensions, 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps per set, 1 minute rest. Then we're going to go into lying hamstring curls. These are phenomenal. If you guys don't have a lying hamstring curl machine, you can just do the leg curl machine. But I think the lying version is a little bit better in terms of its overall activation. 4 sets, 10 reps, 1 minute rest. Now the hack squat here. If you want to do hack squats on top of everything else, knock yourself out. But you have the option here if you'd like to swap out the hack squats for the leg press. I personally like to do both, but it's up to you. Hack squats are great, but I also like leg press, so that's why I do both, because I enjoy both. After you complete those hack squats, you're going to dive right back into that ab workout that we've been doing throughout the week, and that's going to cap everything off. Hopefully, everything that you've seen in this presentation has helped you formulate what it looks like when you put together a very sound workout routine. You can feel free to change this up. I recommend you keep the foundational compound movements incorporated into the workout routine that you build for yourself so you can establish that strong foundation and well-rounded physique that you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'm out of here. Feel free to visit my website, RTBTransformations.com. If you need more help with this, feel free to reach out to me directly. You can find me right on the website. And as always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe down below if you like this video. Anything I could have did differently, anything that you would perhaps add in, feel free to let me know. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.